welcome back to the Style and Beauty Doctor on YouTube. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about this new Prime Beauty, I was about to say Prime Beauty Bronzer. I'm so used to saying Prime Beauty Bronzer. Prime Beauty eyeshadow palette. So they recently came out with this Island Gyal Palette. I'm feeling the vibes. So I'm going to do a first impression look with this palette. But if you want to know about the Island Gyal things, I don't know why my accent sounds so inauthentic, but keep watching. So here's the palette. I am loving the names of the shadows. So we have Sunsplash, Dancehall, Trini, Carnival, Yardie, Dominicana, Sapase, Mojito, Rum Cake, Coquito, Dulce de Leche, and Bajan. So, quite a Caribbean palette. And I like that it encompasses a number of Caribbean islands. Dominican Republic, Haiti, Barbados, Trinidad, Jamaica. And then there's some like, you know, Puerto Rico with Coquito. There are some, you know, like generic ones like Rum Cake. Is Rum Cake generic? Leave me a comment. My family is, I was born here in New York, but my mother and father are from Trinidad. But I know we just have Rum Cake in Trinidad, but if other islands just have Rum Cake too, let me know in the comments. So if you're, you know, people do Rum Cake as well, leave me a comment, let me know. So what I am going to do, normally when I'm testing an eyeshadow palette, I like to do it without a primer. Almost always wear an eyeshadow primer because I want to make sure that my eyeshadow looks last, you know, all through the day without creasing and fading. But when I'm testing, I try to test with, you know, at least once without a primer just to see how the shadows are going to go. So that's what I'm going to do now. And I'm going to start with Dulce de Leche right there, that color there. And I am going to sweep that on the lid. I typically like to start my eyeshadow looks with a matte beige or some iteration of a matte beige. This is like a soft yellow beige. And I'm just using this Sephora Pro Crease number 10 brush just to dust it on. In the crease, I'm going to take, do I want Yardie? Do I want Bajan? Do I want Bajan? Do I want Yardie? I'm going to go in with Bajan. So Bajan. And this is the MAC 222, just going into the crease. Because I like an orange color in my crease most times. Now I'm contemplating whether I want to, ooh, the sky looks crazy. I'm contemplating whether I want to go to this event or not, this beauty event. But the event's in Brooklyn, there's an Uber code, but it looks like the sky is gonna pour. And when I checked the weather earlier, there was like 100% chance of rain. So I am not 100% sure if I'm gonna make it to the event, because when it rains, and the time that the event starts is like when rush hour starts. So I don't know. Then I'm going in with Rum Cake right there with this flat I think this is the 252 brush from MAC. And I'm just going to get that in the outer V to define. So this palette is so beautifully colored, and I'm already thinking like, okay, which one of these nice sparkly shades am I going to use in the look that I'm doing now, because there's so many really pretty ones and I don't know. I don't know. Rum Cake is not coming out as dark as I hoped. So like I always try to remember to say in any video where I'm doing eye makeup, I have big eyes. I got a lot of eye space. So I have a video on how to, like, you know, nail your eye makeup. So make sure you check that out because it goes over like eyeshadow placement and things like that for other eye shapes. Use the 296 brush to blend, because if you have a smaller eye and you copy the placement, or you try to copy the placement that I'm doing, what's going to happen is, like, if you have smaller eyes and you try to make them look more pronounced and you follow what I'm doing, you're going to wind up making your eyes look smaller. So, you know, check out that video. Leave me a comment because I'm curious. I know a lot of people tend to follow YouTubers and bloggers who have a similar skin tone because it just makes things easier on that. But do you also follow people who have a similar eye shape as you so that you could, you know, follow their eye makeup? Let me know. I'm curious. Then I'm going to start my little smoky on the bottom, the Laura Mercier smudging brush, and I'm going back in with Rum Cake. Rum Cake is pretty. It's like a slightly reddish brown. Pretty color. It's a warm brown, just not as dark as I thought it was going to be. Alright, I cannot decide which of these shades. Sunsplash is pretty, Dancehall is pretty, Trini is pretty, of course Trini is pretty. Trini's like a pressed glitter. Trini and Carnival are like pressed glitters. Let's try doing Mojito. Ooh. So with Mojito, you can get like a very sheer, shimmery feel to it. I'm using the MAC 224 brush. Or if you use some like makeup spray or spritz a little water on your brush, you can apply it wet so that it's more intense. I like the way it looks. I might even put a little bit of this Carnival glitter shade on top of that. I like that. Hopefully you can see it. Alright, I'm going to try and do this Carnival shade. Carnival. Here with my pinky. Just add a little glitter. Ooh. Added more than I wanted to. But still pretty. Just do the same to the other side. I feel like a little tackiness on, not tacky as in like not cute, but like tacky as in texture, on the Carnival, which helps it adhere to the eyes. Oh, then you can still blend it. Ooh. I'm really enjoying that. Wow. Okay, Prime Beauty. I'm picking up what y'all are putting down. Okay, so here's swatches at the top row. So there's Splash, Dancehall, Trini, Carnival, and then there's Yardie, Dominicana, Sac Passe, and Mojito. There's Bajan, Dulce de Leche, Coquito, and Rum Cake. This is a beautiful palette. So I'm going to put on liner, mascara, lashes, do my highlight and contour off camera, and then I'll come back and talk a little bit more about this eyeshadow palette. Alright, so lighting change. It looks like it's about to like rain, like the sky's about to just fall upon the streets of New York. So I had to turn on my artificial light, which I don't really like using that artificial light, but it was necessary because it's like mad dark in here. Anyhow, I like this eyeshadow palette so far. I'm going to do the wear test. I think it's really, really pretty. I love the homage to the Caribbean culture. Love that. Next time that I do these glitters, and I love that there are glitters, pressed glitters in the palette, but next time I do it, I will, because I didn't want like a concentrated glitter look, although that would be really pretty. I just wanted something like where you see like a wash of shimmer with the glitter, and this might not be, because the product itself has a little tackiness to it, which I like because it makes you feel like you don't need to go and get another product in order to set it. I would probably, what would I do different? I probably would use like a glitter primer or something like that just to make sure that the glitter is evenly spread. Because it did look kind of sparse when I went to go look in the big mirror. So I added a little bit more just so that it, you know, it would even out. I would probably also put it down with like a flat eyeshadow brush. So, you know, maybe something like this. A flat brush that, you know, just kind of press the glitters down. What else would I do different? I mean, no, that's it. I would just, you know, apply the glitter a little bit different on. But like I said, this was a first impression video where I was just kind of trying it out for the first time. You know, sometimes you got to play around with things more than once. But I think it's really pretty. I like the bright colors. I like that there's some neutrals in there. I like that there are accent colors. I'm going to, because today I'm also filming a foundation video on the Pat McGrath system. So the primer, the foundation, the powder. So I'm doing a wear test for that. So I might as well do a wear test for these eyeshadows. So I'm going to check in on the eyeshadows. But if you want to know about like the wear test with the Pat McGrath system, make sure you're subscribed to this channel and you hit the notification bell. Or it might already be up. Then you can just click on it. But still subscribe and hit the notification bell. Because you know we're friends. You know, let's just do that. So yeah. I'll check in and we'll talk. Alright, so I'm looking super shiny. Remember I told you I was doing the Pat McGrath system review and all that other stuff. Make sure you check that out. That's going to be in a separate video. But here we're talking about the eyeshadows. This palette. Okay. If I can get... I'm using my iPhone here. I didn't feel like putting the tripod and the camera up. Well, the tripod's up. I don't know where I put the camera. But anyway... I would obviously need primer, like I do need primer with any eyeshadows, but I like to, you know, kind of see how an eyeshadow, you know, holds up without a primer. There is some, I don't know if you can see it, but there's some slight creasing that an eyeshadow primer would address here, but not much fading, which is great. So those are some really great pigmented eyeshadows. So, yay Fine Beauty, and it's totally gorgeous. I filmed an outro earlier, and you gonna hear more from me from in the past. Anyway. Alright guys, so let me know in the comments, would you try this Prime Beauty eyeshadow palette? I think it's a gorgeous palette, but obviously, you know, not every palette is for everyone, so I would love to hear your thoughts below. Follow me on social. I'll leave the links in the description box. And while you're in the description box, there'll be links to, you know, other blog posts or any videos or things that I'm wearing will be in the description box. So make sure you check that out. Did I tell you to follow me on social? I think I did, but I'm telling you again because I really want you to follow me on social. You know, Instagram, Pinterest, whatever, you know, anything like that. And I'll see you fine folks in my next video. Bye, guys.